territory on the bank of the Missouri River.
Not kidding. The Missouri River? That's
I
down
don't
in
know what
Oklahoma.
is the Missouri River. I guess that's what it is.
Is that down in Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma. So it become a state after I was born.
Mm-hmm.
It's become the state of Oklahoma now.
How long did you live down there?
Well, I come back here when I was 2 years old.
Did you go there in a covered wagon?
No, I was born there. I was born.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I was born there the 17th of January, 1892, and I guess it was about 2 years. I'd come here in 94 then, 1894, when I come to Missouri, and I've been here since.
So did you go back in the covered wagon to
I
Missouri?
never went back. I stayed.
To Missouri?
We stayed here.
Where did you live then when you were little?
Well, we was there till I was 2 years old, and then we moved back to Missouri. We've been here ever since. Well, up about where I'm at now.
Piermont?
Well, no, not Piermont, but up around in there. So Dad got that old place over there, not very far up the creek from where I am now, but it was up, well, not 2 miles, maybe 2 miles and a half up the creek, south of home.
Okay, what was your mother and dad's name?
Well, mother's name before she was married was Boffman, Mary Boffman, and Dad's name was Frank Brown. And of course, my name was Laura Brown. I'm their daughter.
Okay, what were their parents' names, your grandparents?
On Dad's side, was Lena Brown, and I think his name was, what was Dad's name? Brown. I believe I forgot what his first name was. Daddy's name was Brown too. I can't think of what his first name was. I forgot.
What was your grandmother's?
Her name was Lena Brown. She was married after her first husband died. Dad's dad died when he was small, and then she married again, Grandma Brown. Grandma Brown. She married Brown first, and then she married Bauer after that.
Oh.
Dad's mother was married to 3 times.
So what about on your mother's side?
Well, Mom's dad got killed in the coal mines.
He did? Where at? What state?
Well, that was Oklahoma, too. Of course, that was all Indian territory. I guess that's where that was at, too. And he got killed in the coal mines. Where's the coal mines? His name was, what was his name? I'm just about forgot what her dad's name was. But she had a brother named Arnold Boffman. Mom was a Boffman before she married Daddy. Mom's name was Mary Boffman.
What kind of house did you live in when you were little?
Oh, we just had a little old log cabin.
Did you?
Dad built a little log cabin, and me and Mary was both there.
And you had how many brothers and sisters?
I had 2 sisters and 1 brother. 4 of us. Theodore and Mary and Corey and me and Theodore. This is 4 of my family.
Okay, what about Grandpa's parents?
Well, that's the ones we just talking about.
Yeah, okay, what about his, how many brothers and sisters did he have?
Oh, gosh, I couldn't name them over. I don't really know how many there was in that bunch. There was several of them. Let's see, I don't know. I can't think of all their names. I don't really tell you that.
Do you know about how many he had, brothers and
Well, let's see. He had Uncle Julius and Uncle Theodore and Dad. Uncle Georgie was a half-brother. There was 4 boys. And there was Aunt Emma Young and Aunt Liza Priestmar. It seems to me like that was all of them. 2 girls and 4 boys, I guess is what it was. And Uncle Georgie was just a half-brother. His name was Bauer. She had him after she married Bauer.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, who was the Indian on his side of the family?
There wasn't any, I know of.
Grandpa? Grandpa didn't have any
Grandpa
Indians?
Brown,
Well, what about Grandpa Cornett?
Oh, Grandpa Cornett, he was just an ordinary old man, you know. He didn't have no kinfolks much. His was all dead. Not all his died, you know. a long time ago.
Was there an Indian somewhere in the family?
Well, I don't believe it was.
What about your side? What countries? Do you know what countries anybody came from?
Well, Grandma, my dad's mother come from the old country.
Where's that?
Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's what I
Her
thought.
old
There was
country
some Germany.
Yeah, Germany. Well, my Grandma's a full-blooded German, so was Dad. Dad was German, and also Grandma.
Your grandmother?
My grandma on Dad's side was German, too.
Full-blooded.
And I don't know but what Grandpa Brown was German too. I can't say that for sure. I don't know for sure. But, on that part of it, that's at least I can remember. That's been a long time ago.
I know. It's you forget after a while.
Well, if you can sit down, and think it over and kind of think about it, things kind of comes back to you, If you want to try to think of it, but once that gets next to you, you can't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember as good as I used to either.
What AC's side, Grandpa Cornett, was his side? Do you know what country they came from?
No, I think they was all from here somewhere. They was all. I think AC was born on the river down where the old Osage is now, what is the name of that place? Oh. I didn't know what the name of that was. I can't think of it right now. The name of that little place down there. I'll think of it after it's all over here.
Well, how did you and Grandpa meet?
Well, I don't know. He used to work. He worked. They lived up there. Grandma and AC and Lester lived together, and they lived not far from our house. And AC worked over there. He worked in timber for Jess Bowers. And I stayed at Jess Bowers for a while. We all kind of got acquainted there, And after I went home, they lived over there, and we got acquainted with them. We got neighbors, and we just got together like that. So.
Did you go to the same school?
No.
No. Grandpa was older?
He never did go to school.
Oh.
They always worked. He had to work, to take care of Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma and Grandpa were separated. They didn't live together after their kids was all born. They separated, Grandpa Cornett and Grandma. So the boys then was taking care of Grandma, and they lived over there for us.
When I was little, I remember an Indian coming to visit the house. And he seemed like he had red hair and a hat and long back down to here, and somebody said, he's an Indian, and I always wondered who he was.
I don't remember that.
I was pretty young, and I don't
You wouldn't
remember if he was a relative or not.
No, I don't think so. Oh, wait.
What kind of chores did you have to do? Do you remember?
Oh, I've done everything.
Did you learn to sew without a pattern and
Yeah, what little I could sew. I didn't have nothing to sew with.
needle and thread?
Yeah, needle and thread, and fingers and thimbles. Yeah. Well, I done about everything there was to do. Worked on farms like anybody else.
Did you have, when you were at home, did you have cattle or cows and chickens and
milked cows and fed chickens and fed pigs and worked the garden, worked in the field. And,
canned?
Yeah. Canned stuff. What we couldn't can, we buried it, them days.
Oh, in a cellar, or did you actually bury it in the
we
dirt?
buried it outside. They'd put some straw or leaves or something on the ground, and if you wanted to bury your apples and taters and stuff, you put them all on that stuff, whatever you put on the ground, and then you covered them up with leaves or hay or whatever you want to put on them, and then you sowed dirt all over them. And we buried them that way. We didn't have no cellars or anything, So we buried them. We buried our apples and taters and onions and stuff like that.
How'd you keep your milk cold?
Well, we didn't. We just had to put it in cold water. That's what we
Did you hang it down in the well or
No,
something?
we had no well to put it in. Well, we didn't have no well. We had a spring first when we first moved out.
Oh.
We had to carry water up a big steep hill. Carried water for years. We finally got us another house, built us another house and built a well. So we got a little better off, as it went along. Dad worked for old Farmer Hinkin and over there for them farmers 50 cents a day.
What'd you do?
worked the field, put up
Hoeing
hay and cut wheat and
by hand?
Yeah, well, they had some old binders and stuff at that time. You know, they'd bind the wheat, and then it'd come out in bundles. Tie the bundle, you know, in about the middle way of the wheat, and then they'd shock it up. That's what I used to do. Shock it up, you know, and make a shock, and then when they got ready to thrash it, they'd haul it in, stack it, and then they'd use thrash machine thrash it. See, they don't do that now. They combine everything. We didn't have machinery like that then. It was all different.
So he did that plus the work at home, farming and stuff.
Yeah. And I helped the house.
You had to make soap?
Wash darn, yeah. Mom made soap. You know, I made soap after me and Ish was married.
Oh, I remember you used to. You made it for a long time, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Every
good
time
stuff.
we'd get enough of grease, you know. And you can take old grease, you know, if you strain it up, when you fry stuff, if you don't want to eat it, you know, or use it, too old to use, you can strain that up and set it back. You can make an awful pot of soap out of it. Pure grease makes a good pot full of soap. So it does.
How did you learn how to crochet? Did you learn that when you were little?
Oh, let's see who was showed me how to crochet. I forgot who it was who showed me how to crochet. I don't even know who showed me how. I learned most of it myself.
That dress you had on in the picture that I had made before your that you had made before your wedding, did you make that?
I don't know whether I made it or whether Mom made it. We made it, one or the other, or maybe both.
And it had a big tie in the front?
That tie,
Was that called a scarf or a
they used
tie?
to give me that tie. No, they wore them ties in the front of their dresses up here, and they hung down in front. And I had a pin and pinned down. They used to give me that tie, that little tie passed down. But the material, me and Mom, we made the dress.
Was it cotton?
Well, no, the skirt was kind of a corduroy. And the blouse was kind of silky stuff, you know. It wasn't very high priced. Couldn't afford a very high price.
And what colors?
It's red.
All red.
Every bit of it was red.
Bright red?
Yeah, it was red.
What color was the tie?
It was red too. It was red too.
Huh, and your shoes?
I don't know what kind of shoes I had. Black, I guess.
And what about Grandpa's suit? Was it black?
I imagine it was. He wore a dark suit all the time. Yeah, he did.
Did you have to iron with the...
Oh, yeah.
Irons
I
on
put
the
irons
stove?
on the stove and get them hot with a little handle on them. Yeah, I ironed with him for years. All the time before I had electric on. Didn't get no until we got the electricity, you know, in 1950, I guess, we put that in down there.
I remember used to going down there without electricity.
Yeah,
We'd go to bed when it got dark.
Yeah, but used coal light. I sat up many nights and sewed quilt pieces on coal light after we moved down where I am now. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have much. I'll tell you, we made out a lot less than a lot of people ever did do.
Well, with all that work to keep soap made and stuff, even when you were a kid, did you have much
no.
time to play with the other
Not too
kids?
much. Well, we didn't get to play too much, I can tell you that.
That's what I was
Well, when we
wondering.
were smaller, we didn't do much because we couldn't do nothing. There wasn't nothing we could do. But after we got big enough, we done quite a bit of work.
How old were you when you got married?
23.
Oh, really? That was old for those days, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was. Yeah.
And how old was Grandpa?
Well, he's 2 years younger than I was.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he's 2 years younger than I was.
Huh. And then when was Mom born?
1916. We was married in 1915, and she was born in 1916. We was married a year in June. She was married, and she was born in August. Yeah, so, yeah. We was married 10th day of June.
10th day of June.
Last Sunday would have been the anniversary we would have been.
Oh, how many years would it have been?
Well, about 60-something years. We was married in 1915. 60-something years, I think. Well, I did it too. I never did try to count it too. And pay attention to it. It didn't do no good anyway. Yeah.
Did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to 4th grade and quit.
Why did you quit?
And we had a farm, at home had to be took care of. And it was up to me to help. We didn't have nobody but just me and Dad and Mom, And of course, Mom had just enough to do in the house, and I had to help her too. Mary, she finally went to work after she got a little older. Tried to help herself a little, She worked in coal camp. She worked coal camp for $1.50
A week?
a week. $1.50 a week.
Were you the oldest child?
No,
Second?
Mary's the oldest.
Mary?
Me and then the one correct.
Oh.
Yeah. No, Mary's the oldest. She's 8 years and 8 months older than I am.
Did you ever have a job?
A job?
Paying job?
Yeah, once.
What did you do?
I done a little housework up there for Bowers, as I got $2 a week.
$2 a
That's
week?
all. That's the only time I worked out. I didn't work out. I'd stay at home and let me go. I finally got tired of that farm work. I hold on, got married. I guess it didn't do any better to get married if I'd stayed at home and worked.
What kind of a house did you live in when you first got married?
Well, we had an old, we stayed at home first for a while, for about a month or so, before we could get some.
With your parents?
Yeah, Mom, Dad. Then we moved up on the road. You know where Fred Meeks lives on the highway over 135? Lived just right up the road that way, south. And we had a 3-room log house. We lived there. We was there, I think, 3 years. And then we moved to another place down closer to Mom, to a little house down there. Ollie was born up there. Up
The
that place.
the first house?
And that little house,
Oh,
it's ain't no house there now. It's all tore down. She was born in that old long house up there.
Well, what kind of work did Grandpa do?
Marm, that's on here. But,
Did he
Well,
have a
he-
paying job?
he made ties, started digging a hole in the cold camp. Trying to help
did.
out on pitching on the table.
Did you
Well,
farm? Did he farm a lot? Did he have a lot of land to farm?
Had that 120 acres.
Oh,
I didn't get there to farm, but
what did he grow?
corn, wheat. Not anything you put out to raise it,
And then did you have a big garden?
Oh, yeah. Almost had a nice garden. We had a bunch of grapevines and put some grape harbors up out on the front part of the house over towards the way we go up the road. We lived off the road, Mom and Dad. And we had all kinds of nice grapes there. Had apple trees and peach trees. Pretty nice after we got it all cleaned up and we could see out, We lived just a little ways from 135.
So you've been living in that area all your life?
I've been here ever since I was 2 years old. And I guess I was 2 when I come, see. And I don't know what, I wouldn't know what day we come there, whether how anything about what we done after we got here. I was too little, I was just 2.
Did you ever get a birth certificate?
No, they didn't get them
I
then.
know. And
But
you weren't born in a hospital, right?
No, I got my birth certificate since then.
Oh.
I got that after we got into this welfare business. They had to have it, see. And we was sprinkled, they called it, over there at that big church on the hill. Supposed to
From
be
your house?
That
German church?
Yeah, I was supposed to be baptized there.
Oh.
That's where Dad was confirmed, He went to German school and was confirmed in German, and he never did get no American schooling.
Well.
But then he was pretty smart in German, and he could get it up in German, and he put it down whichever way it was.
Did you speak German?
Oh, I could talk German just like everything at first, but I believe I forgot it. I talked it so long, I don't believe I could talk. Yeah, I talked German all the time after I grew up.
Well, did you speak it at home mostly German, or
No,
did you
we didn't talk German at home at all.
Oh.
Dad, he talked American.
Were there a lot of people in that area that were from
Oh,
Germany?
everybody was German. Well, no, I don't believe there's anybody from Germany, only Grandma and them. Not that I know of.
That they were German.
They was Germans, yeah, just all Germans. And that church over there, Dad belonged to that church, and he went to school there and was confirmed there. I went to church there quite a bit for a while when we was kids. The way to go, I'd go with them to church over there.
Was it in German?
Yeah.
And you could understand
I can understand it. Kids, they don't talk about me and I don't know it.
Still, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Are there any people down there still that speak German?
Oh, yeah, a lot of them talks German. A lot of them. But the most of them talks American anymore. And then the church over there, I think, is mostly American. I don't know whether you even have German service over there anymore or not. But there was many of them old people, you know, when we was just kids that couldn't even talk German or American. They didn't even understand it.
Oh.
And a lot of them learned their American from us. Them Alberses lived up there, and was neighbors to us, you know, and they couldn't talk American, couldn't understand it. And after they moved up there, we all got associated together, every one of them could talk American. And they all talk it now.
So they were farmers?
All farmers. Everybody farmed.
Where did you go for supplies? Was there a stover then?
Well, there was a little old place outside town there. And there was a little place by the name of Beebry, had a little store. And there was a store in there, down there at Claremont, where I am now.
Which place was it in?
Up there where Leonard Werman lives. Up that next house up on the left-hand side of the road as you go east. That store there, and that little blacksmith shop there close by, too. Yeah, we used to come down from home down there in the wagon, or we could walk from home down there and do our trading at the store.
Did your mom fish a lot?
She didn't fish at all.
Did your dad?
Yeah, he'd go once in a while.
Did he take you?
No, we never did go. I never did go fishing.
You learned on your own?
Never fished any after we moved to Florence.
Did AC, Grandpa, was he a fisherman?
Yes, he always did like fish. He fished when he was home, you know, with all of that family fished. But they lived, you know, down close to the lake there. Of course, the lake hadn't been in then, but there was a river and all this and that. So they worked there and lived down there, and then after they left down there, they come back up in there, and so they stayed most of them. But this pretty near all of them's gone.
So you got started fishing when you went with him?
I started fishing after we moved to Florence, after we go down to Florence, and we got to going fishing. I'd always go fishing, but I'd never fish. And I said, why? Do I sit around? They said, won't you fish? And won't you fish? And it just kept on. I said, well, I might as well. And then Grandma stayed with us lots, and she just loved it. And we'd go down on the creek there over where we lived and fish. I got fishing in that fishing since.
Was the fishing good then?
Oh, you just catch them big old mud cats that long, and them old town cat was in that creek at that time. And now they ain't hardly any water in that creek anymore.
What creek was it?
That creek there was.
Oh, down here.
Yeah, went on down to Florence and back down here. And we'd go about every day till Grandma said, we'll wash this morning, we'll go fishing this evening. Oh, I said, it's too late to go fishing. It's just a little way down to the creek. Nothing doing, so we'd have to go fishing. We'd take kids and away we go.
All four of them?
Yeah.
Did they fish with you?
They
played.
They hated me. No, they never was any of them ever liked to fish. Geneva didn't like it, Cleo didn't like it, Ollie didn't want to fish. None of them. But now they're all, and there ain't anybody likes them better than these ones. She's crazy. Yeah, she's crazy about it. Well, I never fished too. I do like it. I get awful tired now. At least good. I've been sitting on that dock down there. Jim Chastain's fishing over the dock.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I wanted you to tell me what you were telling me one time about right after you were married. You had a party.
A what?
A party after your wedding. And a dance.
The dance.
Yes. Tell me about that. I want to hear about that.
Yeah, we had a dance. And Aunt Liza and AC made a bet. No, Dad. Dad and Aunt Liza, they made a bet on something. I don't know what it was now. They bet on. And they bet a keg of beer that it whatever it was, one way or the other. I don't remember what it was. One made a bet and the other made a bet. And whoever lost had to buy the beer, you know, for our wedding. And of course, Dad, he lost, so he had to buy the beer. So he bought, a 10-gallon keg of beer. And we had beer, and I don't know what else we had, something to eat, lunches or something. We had some stuff. And we danced all night. All night rained all night. As hard as it rained, we danced all night. We had a lot of fun, too. We had a good time. Yeah, it rained during the day. It rained on us going to the sales and back. We was married to the sales judge. We didn't have nobody much invited, man, inside. Home folks, you know, and had the kids around there invited to the dance if they wanted to come and dance. And
Did you get any gifts? What kind of gifts?
no, I don't think.
No?
I don't think that. Not nobody to come to the dance. The rest of them all brought gifts. I don't know. I don't even remember what we got.
Plus, there was a funny story about some man that had a new suit and was going to go to a job.
Earn boat.
What was that about?
He come over there at our wedding. He said he got a new suit he's going to wear to my wedding, and then he was going from there to Kansas. He went to Kansas every year to work the wheat harvest. And he was on his way to the harvest fields, you know. Brandon signed him up there, and he come along with him. And when they got up there, he's all bad about drinking, you know. And he's had to stay around Myrtle, I guess, just a while before daylight. He's going to catch a train out to Kansas, you know, wheat harvest. And he got drunk. And then when he got ready to go leave, he started out the front door, and the guy at the front door in his rain, there's a big mud hole out there, and he fell in that mud hole with that new suit. And I tell you, we all like to die laughing. And he got up and he cleaned himself up, and then went on. Dug him on, dug him on the stove, and he went on the train. Had a train on track then, you know, Stover.
Oh.
He took the train and went to Kansas. Yeah, it was kind of funny. He was a good old boy. He sure did like his drinks. He had so much beer and it was all free, you know, and he just drink. Yeah, he really put her down. Something bad about that. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, it has some good and some bad, don't they?
Well, did you go to a lot of dances? Mom used to talk about going to dances when she was young. Did you have dances with the neighbors or something?
Yeah, we done that. We lived at Florence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had dances down there all the time.
Oh, you said somebody who played at your wedding party. Somebody played music?
Yeah, let's see what they play there. Oh, God, I don't know.
Fiddle? Somebody played the fiddle?
Yeah.
What did they usually play at the parties?
Fiddles and guitars, organs. We had the organ and the fiddle and guitars, or about anything on our dances down there. We moved from. But I don't know I don't remember what kind of music we had. We must have a fiddle and guitar somebody played, I guess. I don't remember it anymore. Every thought.
What, did neighbors just get together and square dance, or what kind of dancing?
Oh, they danced anything they wanted to dance. They danced all kinds of dances. Well, they'd have wood choppings and have quilt. The men would cut wood and the women would quilt. They'd have a quilt in a frame, you know, women would quilt. And some of them would cook dinner. They had the supper there. And they'd give them a dance, they'd give them their supper. And then they quilted, and the men cut the wood, and it's all free, you know. And then they danced. But they had a fiddle and guitar and an organ down there. Old Johnny Gherkin took his organ everywhere he went.
What kind was it?
Oh, it was a big, nice organ. Big organ, yeah.
Huh.
He put it on the wagon and hitched the team up to it, and away he went with it. He took that old organ everywhere. Everywhere to go. And there was a lot of them around there that played fiddle and guitar, you know.
Did Grandpa play anything?
Oh, he wasn't there. He was not young. Dad died before we ever lived down there. So we had a lot of good times. And they'd have one about every week, sometimes twice a week. First one house and then another, you know. We went to different places.
Huh.
Yeah. And if they worked, they always got the supper, you know. We had the wood chopping, and I didn't have no quilting, but I don't know what I did have now. We all done something. But then we cooked supper time there, you know. They eat supper and we danced. He brought his old organ. Oh, you know, we wound up buying that organ. We bought
You
that.
did?
Me and Asa bought that organ and moved it up here with us. And then we had no place to put it. And we sold it to Zola Higby. And I never did know what. Oh, yes, it did too. House burnt and burnt it up.
Oh, was it the pump kind? Air?
Well, you pedaled with your feet and played the regular old-fashioned things, you know. You pedaled them and played them. And I'll tell you, some of them could sure play that thing. They played that organ, fiddle, guitar. You sure dance by it.
I bet.
Yeah, it was good.
Hmm.
And it cost us nothing, you know.
Yeah.
They never paid nobody anything.
Probably just had some lemonade and danced.
Yeah, whatever they wanted to drink, we'd get something to drink. Everybody just played a ball.
What was the best times? Was it the dances that you had?
Well,
Most
that's
fun?
about the only entertainment we had around there was our dances, the dances. But they had them pretty often. Didn't cost nobody nothing, you know. Music was free.
Yeah.
All you had to do was just clean out the room and tell them to go after. He had a little dance for me one time on my birthday, you know. First thing I know, he was tearing the things out of the house, moving it around. I said, what do you think you're doing? He said, I'm going to have a dance tonight.
Oh.
I said, like the devil you are. I said, I ain't going to put that on. And sure enough, he did. He invited them. We danced, had a good time. Yeah, we had a lot of fun when we lived down there. We didn't stay in most of them people down there's gone. Older people, well, dead that lived down there in Weedside. See, that's been a long time ago.
Is that down near Florence?
Well, we didn't live right in Florence, but we lived about a mile and a half from Florence, maybe 2 miles.
Is that where Mom went to school, Florence?
Went to Bloom.
Bloom School. Is it still standing?
No, they moved the old schoolhouse across the road back over on the other side, I think, and put some more rooms on and made a house. Somebody lived in it for a while, but they nobody is now. It's just sitting back there, about ready to fall down. You know, I graduated from there.
From the 8th grade?
Yeah, this is first she went, so I think that's about enough, ain't it?
Okay.